Okay, so we're at job site doing an estimate. This entire property needs to be taken care of, and it's being left up to us to decide what needs to be done and how much it's going to cost. And we're pretty much doing it. So we're speaking out loud here because this is our documentation. Do you mind holding the clipboard, Mark, so I can point? All right, so this coming down, that coming down, that coming down. This guy I would leave. I just trim up the bottom, trim that shit, thin this guy out, and now okay, low tension, fuck, so not a big deal. Needs to be thinned out also. At least it's been cut near the power lines. So yeah, overview of the tree. It's pretty big. And there's this guy next to it. On this guy, I wouldn't do anything. And on this one, we would clean up the bottom and all the intervening branches. Or maybe raise the canopy to the same height as that one. So I was just saying, on this one we wouldn't do that much. And on this one, all the stuff near the lines and below them have been cut. So we would either clean everything up, or, you know, we would probably cut everything underneath to have the canopies of the same height. Come on, buddy. Back here, there's this guy. This guy, I would leave. We could just thin it out to make it look nice, but same thing with this one. These guys here, if you want, you can remove them, but I would leave them.
Bring up a little, maybe?
Yeah. This one here too, maybe a little cleaning. This thing, I'll get rid of it. It gets dead. Poof. That one leave, maybe clean a little. That one, same thing. That one, same thing. You know, just cut the little shrub off at the bottom and cut off some of the lower sections, or get rid of it, whatever, fuck. It's almost less work to get rid of it than to clean it up. Okay, now we get to the gnarly shit. Okay, so let's start with what's in front of our face. Thankfully, nothing is really interfering with the house at all. Those ones there are above the house, but they're healthy. Those are the ones, the lower branches we're gonna cut off. These guys here, these guys could be taken care of. So let's go up over here and see what, if anything, we can do. Whether it's mandatory or optional. This guy, we could just clean him up a little bit. This thing here, I would get rid of, because it's just blocking the other tree. It's kind of a pain to get rid of also. You gotta fucking climb up it. And it branches off over there also. And I just want to show the magnitude of a job like this, even though it looks small, but just to remove this, it's quite a bit of work. This one, you'd have to climb up to that point and then probably rig it or drop it in sections so it wouldn't hurt that tree that's right in front of it, because that's where it wants to go. It's fucking right on top of it, so you know, if we cut it at the bottom, it's gonna fucking fall on the other tree. So get rid of that shit on top, which is still gonna fall around the other tree, and at the same time get rid of this branch over here. It's doing nothing. And probably the other branch also, and probably all three of the bottom ones, including the tire swing one. But they can keep it if they want, you know, like, because it's still fucking work to get rid of them, you know. And it's just, if the tree wanted to be trained to be cut or to grow high, then, you know, this section here and to the left should be gone. But there's like a swing on it for a kid and shit, that's all right. This tree next to my truck, that's fucking dead. Like, that's got to be fucking taken down. Again, thankfully it's not near anything important. This guy here, this guy is nice actually. Nice and thick, nice and healthy, nice high canopy. We could go up and do a little cleanup, but there's not that much to be done on this tree, especially if we're doing like a big package deal. I mean, again, we could, you know, there's a lot, you know, I could spend I don't know, probably almost a day in this tree if I wanted to, thinning everything out up to the very top. It's around 60 feet tall at the highest point, I guess, but the branches up there are really thin, and it's up there and then up there and up there, so you have to tie in several times, several places, so it's a big job. That tree in the front over there, it could be thinned out a little bit also. It could be cleaned up. Again, that's probably about, well, definitely a few hours. You know, minimum 2 hours, maximum 4 hours. Now, in the front, these pines here, I wouldn't do that much. Pines are hard to climb without damaging them unless you're taking them down. I would leave them here, but I would take away the middle branches, the inner branches, you know, and let them do their thing. Not all the way up, but like, we'll see. I would have to spike up it to do it though, so that too, that needs to be done. There's 1, 2, 3 of them, and there's a tree in between. That's nice as it is. That doesn't really need anything. Same thing with these. They don't need anything in this tree. A couple of dead limbs need to come down. I'll show you guys. So everything there is dead. Those guys are dead. You can't really see from here. I'll show you from the other side. So that has to come down, that has to come down, that one too has to come down, and some other stuff on that side has to come down and shit. This side is okay. Again, it could be cleaned up, but it doesn't really need that much. While I take that dead shit off, I'll take the other interfering branches off up to that height, and I'll clean everything up to there pretty much and down, and then it'll be good. So now moving along to the back. Yeah, the boner's got to go. Boing, 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 boing. This tree also though, it could be cleaned up. There's like some shit sticking out up there. And there's an, oh yeah, we didn't look at this one yet, that's why. So again, even though there's a rope swing, I would cut that, I would cut that, and I would cut that, and raise the canopy. But probably not gonna do that. Probably gonna cut this guy off because it was badly cut before, and leave the second one, and the third one cut it off, the fourth one cut it off, and maybe clean it up to that point and cut everything off underneath and like clean it up a little bit higher. Now this guy's got a lot of dead shit on it. All that, actually, fuck. This whole fucking right side has to go. These limbs even, I would get rid of them if I were to do a thorough job. Actually, that'd be easier than trimming it, just to cut it down. Lose this section here. It goes up pretty high, it's very heavy, but it's not really in danger of hitting anything other than maybe some of the branches getting hung up on these trees here, but it's not going to hit the garage, it's not going to hit the house. No power lines or anything. It's leaning right where we want it to fall, so we could put a couple of notches in those two guys and drop those pieces and take care of them. Cut off the big limb, cut off the dead shit, cut that guy off, and then leave that. Or leave these guys and just clean it up. How's it look back there?
Most of the trees aren't too bad. We could thin them out and do some...
Yeah, like the one that fell over and shit?
Yeah, but if you see the one that's down over there, there's another big one right beside it that's still up. That's pretty much all the top branches are rotted out and fucking dead.
Alright. Alright, Tumpskin.
I mean, are we doing all back down on this?
Yep. If we want.
As much as he'll pay for.
Yeah, man. Show me the money. This guy too, he could be thinned out.
Thinned out. There's some branches up in there that are redundant and just sucking off life out of it. And we could take it out and, you know, spruce it up and make it, you know, airier.
There's a nice pine there. I would leave it. That one too, I would leave it, but I would clean it up a little bit. And that one, maybe I would clean it, but it doesn't need that much. This guy too could use a little bit of thinning. Pretty big, but not that big. Small, just lower down stuff.
Yeah, these ones are alright. It's over here that's a bit of a problem. The one's already come down is fucking...
Yeah, so the one that came down, we got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's fucking dangerous.
The little one here is not too bad.
Yeah, the tree that I'm looking at now could definitely be fucking cleaned up on the bottom. You see all that shit there in the way?
Like
Yeah, all these
branches up here.
Yeah, all this dead stuff.
It's got a dirty lean.
Yeah. So this guy's got to be taken apart. Yeah, it's dirty. A gnarly job. Little thinning here.
This little fucker, I'd probably take him down.
Yeah, most definitely. He grows up there. Yeah, he's just getting in the way.
The way of all of those.
Yeah, this one I would clean it up. Another one. Another big tree. Yeah, these are okay. That shit too, that needs to be cleaned up or taken away. Either one. Whatever's easier.
hell.
Yeah, I would leave this guy be. Yeah.
Leave well enough alone.
Okay, so now we have a fucking overview. So on our way back,
Oh, there's a bunch of work to be done in this one.
yeah, so on our way back we'll reassess what absolutely needs to be done. So this guy too, there's a shitload that's got to be taken care of. Like a lot of dead branches, all of it has to be taken down because it's dangerous. So in the back we're going to focus on danger. Same thing with the front, but in the front we're going to focus on aesthetics also, but minimum as possible for now.
Oh shit, what lives in here?
Gopher or something.
Big ass hole.
Sam Squinch. Okay, so this guy's got to be taken care of. No?
Because those branches are broken.
Yeah,
and,
that's got to all be, that's dangerous, you know?
Yeah.
Think danger. That one's okay for now. This guy, I would remove. Maybe not. No, I would not. I would just clean a little bit.
Because there's all the branches over there and that are all dead. You have all the gnarly.
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah, we should take this one down, but come to think of it.
It depends on. Yeah, it's still on.
I wouldn't say it's dangerous yet though.
No, not necessarily yet.
It's not nice, but
No, it's not dangerous.
no, it's not like this guy that has to go. The one that's in the way.
Yeah.
This one here. Because something's gonna die eventually. And then that'll be dangerous. This one, it can stay or go, but this one has to be dealt with. And this fucking thing has to be dealt with.
Yeah.
This has to be dealt with for sure. And that's like one of the first things that he's got to do. Fuck. And there's our firewood for next year.
All year.
There's our firewood business.
Yeah.
This guy too. This branch up here is fucking dead.
Yeah.
It needs to be dealt with.
At least the two
Yeah, and
lower
this shit
ones.
too. Yeah, like
The
that
two or
one
three lower
also.
ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Because those are dead and they're starting to get heavy.
Yeah. So again, trimming job. There he is.
So there's the Tomskin.
He's eating grass.
He's been eating everything today.
These are okay. They could be cleaned up, but now same shit in front. Whatever's dangerous has to go. And if there's no danger really, because there's not really any danger, there's less dead stuff in front. There's some like off-hanging stuff,
Oh, there's the dead tree beside
Yeah.
the truck.
but it's more the trees that are growing badly, you know, because they haven't been trimmed. Like this limb should not be there, and it's taking away from the rest of the tree. They could leave it though. I mean, it's healthy, but it's just whatever. It could go.
If they took that, then the rest of the top of the tree.
Yeah.
But then there's, you know, all the lower branches.
So, on this tree, we got to do this limb and that one, which extends up there. We have to clean this shit up here because this is all fucking dead. This branch too, it's got to go. And a bunch of stuff off of there, depending on how much or how little we take off. This tree has to be fucking taken care of in some way if this is a place that's gonna like get rented to somebody. Right behind Oliver. This has to get taken care of too. This one. It's all fucking dead. It's all been cut. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and probably these ones should all go. Because they're not doing well. And this one here is near the shed. So it's got to be taken down carefully. It's pretty close to it.
Line up in the top, pulling that way, I think.
No, not against the lean, but
Not against it, but like
yeah, we could wedge it to fall this way.
yeah. But like, you know, more this way rather than over here where it wants to. Well, even that, it wants to.
Yeah, it's just place the cut properly. It'll be a bore cut, and you can make it come down in the driveway here. But yeah, so that all those trees should be gotten rid of, and this tree should be taken care of also to some degree. This guy also should be taken care of. You know, that should come off. That should come off. That should come off. This has been fucking poorly fucking trimmed, but it's been functionally trimmed, you know, to serve a purpose. So all the limbs that have been cut where the stumps are fucking left over, like, we should go up and fucking clean them flush.
Yeah, those would go. Because they're just going to eventually fucking rot and
Yeah,
fall off.
that's why. And it looks ugly. It's right near the house. Like, it's cool there's a swing on it, but then we can put a rope on any limb they want. You know, and we can put a swing for them anywhere. So if that's what they want. So this tree, it has to be dealt with most definitely. This guy also, this guy needs a lot of work.
What are they chaining up here?
Theoretically, this limb here should go. But at the very least, that's got to be taken care of. You know, all the dead shit on this tree, so this tree needs to be addressed. Even, well, it doesn't need to be removed, but this tree needs work also.
Greg, do you notice this?
Yeah, I saw that it's chained to the other limb.
Yeah.
Yeah. To support the weight of like someone on the rope, I guess. Yeah, so this has to be taken care of. Like, this tree most definitely has to be taken care of. You know, especially like that limb up, you can't really see from here. But there's a limb that sticks out. It's around 8 feet long. And it's around 8 inches thick. It's got to fucking tumble right the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to, like, better with our chainsaw than,
Gravity.
like, yeah, through fucking nature. This tree has to be taken down. It already fucking split like years ago, and then it started growing in 2 directions, but everything on it's fucking dead. So this guy has to be fucking taken down. And that's a fucking pretty big job, fuck. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna give the guy several quotes, and we're gonna give him a quote probably for the bare essentials.
Taking down that tree.
Yeah, the
dangerous
dead
back
one,
there.
yeah, like this one, that one,
Fixing
that
up
cluster
this
over
one,
there.
that one.
Yeah.
'Cause this one's
This
not
one
too
doesn't
bad.
need anything really. No, not to get people onto the property or not. You know, there's nothing dangerous about it. It could be cleaned up, but for all intents and purposes, it's okay. This one is not growing very nicely. This one could be taken care of, but it doesn't really need to. Same thing with that little guy. It's growing right underneath. It's not a huge priority. These pines also, they could all be taken care of, but not a huge priority. The tree in the front is a priority also. That one needs work. And so does this one.
Yeah. That limb's a problem.
Yeah. Like, here, Oliver, stay here. The bare minimum on this tree,
Those 3 limbs.
yeah, on the right hand side, all this shit's got to go. And on the left, like, there's definitely work to do. On the left, we could get away with doing nothing at first. But on the right, things are literally dead and they have to go. This guy, Again, this guy could be cleaned up. Kind of on the neighbor's property, I'm not sure. Kind of some dead stuff here, but not really, you know. An easy thinning, yeah, it'll take fucking 15 minutes probably.
It's not a huge danger.
These things gotta go. Come on, buddy. Hey. Here, Ollie, this way. Yeah. So one of these, this has to go. That one has to go. And that one has to go. This tree also, the lower limbs, like I would definitely clean them up. I would clean up the lower limbs up until the power lines. So everything there and under I would clean. So we're gonna suggest a price for the customer again to do the fucking bare essentials. And then if he wants to continue, then, you know, we'll go from there.
Yeah, for all the dangerous shit, it'll be, you know, this much.
Yeah.
And with, you know, trimming and, you know, thinning this much, and with this and this. And we'll go through the video after and we'll, you know, mark down the price for each.
Yeah, and we'll list what we offer and everything for each one. Because that's what it is, guys. We're gonna offer like a very basic service or a complete thorough service, and the price is gonna range between A and Z. And whatever he wants to pay is going to be in between those two, and then we're going to make adjustments based on that. So those are our priority trees, the dangerous stuff. Again, this guy, all this lower shit should be fucking taken care of. It's not dangerous, but it's a fucking eyesore in front of the fucking house. And again, it's fairly fucking simple for us, like a lot of cutting, but straightforward. That's what's nice about this job. Only the fucking gnarly tree that fell over and back, like that's the fucking hardest one. Like there's a lot of climbing to do here, but it's not crazy climbing. We don't have...
It's mostly just for aesthetics.
Yeah.
It's not for there's not too much we have to climb to take down, thankfully.
Yeah. So a little recap. This guy, these guys could go, but we could leave them. That's not important. Those things too, they're fucking ugly. I don't even know what the fuck they are.
Well, I think they were different, like one solid tree at one point, and somebody cut it down and it started splitting.
That one, there's dead shit in it.
Yeah, the right side.
Yeah, the right hand side. So everything to the right has got to go. This one, only the obvious, which is the boner sticking out.
Yeah.
For now, you know.
That's the only comfort thing.
These two I would leave for now because they're not a priority. This guy you could leave, but I would get rid of this branch and I would get rid of that branch. Like it would be a lot better. But if the customer says, oh, I don't give a shit, like leave it, like it's rustic or whatever, I wouldn't argue because I don't disagree.
That's not the hugest thing.
Yeah, this is a bit more fucked up because being fucking suspended with a chain to not the next limb, but the limb 2 limbs up, because they got the swing there.
The limb on top where it's connected is cut off already.
Yeah, so... And again, there's some ugly shit going on. There's a limb that was cut off there. You can't really see it. It sticks out about 8 feet. Probably weighs around 300 pounds. And yeah, it's gonna fucking fall like at one point. So this tree has got to be addressed. So that's got to be taken off. That's got to be taken off. Basically everything up to around, you know, 30 feet like should be fucking taken care of. That they've already touched. Because it looks like shit and it's fucking dangerous. This tree's got to be fucking removed. And if you can't remove it, then we're gonna cut off this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and it's gonna pretty much cost like the same fucking amount as a removal because it's gonna be just as much work.
That's probably just gonna be a straight removal.
Yeah, so like I don't know how permits work where we are, but
We'll have to,
yeah, I gotta find out. This one I wouldn't do anything really. It's not essential. I would clean up the bottom and see what happens with the tree, let it grow. This one's got to be addressed also, most definitely. most fucking definitely. A lot of fucking dead shit on this tree. A lot of entire limbs, even this whole second crotch on the bottom, it could be taken out like completely, you know, like perfect world, like we would do that. But at the very least, all the dead shit on this tree has got to be fucking taken care of, like, before we do anything else. Same thing with this shit. This shit isn't fucking doing anything. All these trees are dead. No, they should go. It's not priority one, it's all aesthetic, but they're fucking dead and they're all gonna die anyway, so they should go. And we're just gonna do the last dangerous shit in the back, get the second angle. We're not gonna go all the way to the water, just gonna go to the...
Nothing down near the water.
No. These are all okay. You know, they could use work, but let the customer fucking do that, fuck.
Or decide to do that.
Yeah.
Like, to make this place safe and not an eyesore, it's pretty much just back here. It's just the one tree over here and clean up a few other little branches.
Yeah.
The pups can run.
Yeah, good boy, Ollie. Yeah, so this guy's got to go. Oh yeah, and this guy needs work also. This guy most definitely needs to have some stuff taken care of. All this shit's dead. It could use a nice fucking cleaning, you know, easily. This too, it's got to be fucking taken care of. Fucking nasty tree. There's another tree with a branch that's been cut there. That could be taken care of also. There's some dead shit in there, but this most definitely has to go. And this tree here, it has to go also, because it goes there and it goes that way. And it's all fucked up. And this is in the way. But this is going to be okay when we get rid of that one. So this also, it's gotta fucking go, man. The kid's gonna fucking play here and die. This shit, there's shit we could do here, but it's not necessarily a priority. This tree could be cleaned. It's got like some dead-ish dying stuff there, but not really. It's still early in the season. This thing was cut. It was cut off there, but it's growing now, so fucking whatever. So all this is extra. So all the essential stuff, we went over it already. So we're gonna go to our next spot and we'll talk to you guys in a little bit.